technology, and thousands of industrial jobs for our youth. As for our partners in the United States, our collaboration on $2.1 billion project of the Kabanga Nickel project is a shining example of our not business as usual approach to bilateral cooperation by moving towards a final investment decision this year. We are not just opening the mine, but launching a modern green industrial revolution. We value these partnerships for its commitment to domestic refining and value addition, ensuring our resources are converted into high-quality jobs and shared prosperity. This spirit of openness and shared prosperity is precisely why our diplomatic family continues to grow. We warmly welcome the Slovak Republic and Republic of Hungary to the Tanzanian diplomatic community, as the opening of their full-fledged embassies in Dar es Salaam marks a significant milestone in our commitment to deepening economic diplomacy and expanding strategic partnership across European continent. In this respect, through you, Excellencies, Ambassadors, and High Commissioners, on behalf of the Government of Tanzania, I wish to extend our sincere gratitude to your government for the unwavering support that facilitated smooth bilateral engagements. Excellencies, fostering regionalism is one of the key principles of our foreign policy. We firmly believe in and appreciate the role of regional and sub-regional organizations in addressing regional challenges, be it development or peace and security challenges. As the host of the East African community, we remain committed to the East African Vision 2050, and we will continue to champion the Common Market Protocol and the promotion of Kiswahili as a regional lingua franca. Tanzania has successfully moved from a position of cautious protectionism to one of proactive leadership, facilitating free movement of goods, labor, and services that underpins the 2026 goal of a more unified and competitive East African cooperation. Excellencies, as founding member of SADC, our role in the region will continue to be defined by a resolute commitment to collective security and the principle that regional development is impossible without peace. Tanzania can be viewed as a consensus builder for its pivotal role of successfully hosting the landmark joint EAC SADC summit in Dar es Salaam to harmonize fragmented peace processes into a single cohesive African-led framework. The summit sent a clear message that just as our challenges are shared, so must be our solutions, reaffirming the mantra African solutions for African problems. Excellencies, on the continental stage, Tanzania's voice has never been more vital. As the third vice chairperson of the African Union and a member of the African Union Peace and Security Council over the past 4 years, the United Republic of Tanzania has played an active and constructive role in shaping Africa's governance and peace and security architecture, guided by a long-standing tradition, focusing on African Free Continental Trade Area, full implementation and the global elevation of Kiswahili as a tool for trade. In leveraging the African Continental Free Trade Area, Tanzania continues to engage in trade activities, whereas we have recorded positive balance of trade through the African Continental Free Trade Area Guided Trade Initiative. Also, as the champion of women and youth in trade and African Continental Free free trade area, I call upon the international community to support the financial inclusion agenda for women and youth, facilitate their involvement in trade. On multilateralism, Excellencies, we are meeting at a time when the global architecture of cooperation is under strain. Growing unilateralism threatens the bypass the very institutions that have maintained global peace for decades. Tanzania's response to this trend is clear. Multilateralism is not optional, it is essential. Tanzania's commitment to regionalism and multilateralism remains unshaken. In an area of growing unilateralism, we believe multilateral platforms are the only way to balance interests and coordinate actions for the global good. In 2025, we utilize every multilateral platform to advocate for a more equitable global financial architecture, refuse to be mere spectators in debates that affect our sovereignty. We use our voice to urge the global powers to ensure that the rules of the international system work for many, not just for the few. Excellencies, the year 2025 also carried special significance for the international community at the 80th anniversary of the United Nations. For Tanzania, this milestone was not merely commemorative. It was an opportunity to reaffirm our enduring faith in multilateralism, international cooperation, and the founding principles of the United Nations. In our engagement at the United Nations during this anniversary year, Tanzania underscored a clear message that the credibility and relevance of the multilateral system must be preserved through equity, inclusiveness, respect for international law, and meaningful reform, particularly to ensure that the voices and interests of developing countries are fully reflected. Tanzania reaffirmed that peace, development, and human dignity are inseparable, and that global challenges demand collective, rule-based solutions rather than unilateral actions. Excellencies, it is undeniable that Tanzania's outlook on the global scene in 2025 was both prospective and challenging. In the year 2026, our voice will be raised to offer solutions, and our efforts will be concerted to resolve challenges. We'll do so guided by our traditional tenets of promotion of peace and stability, good neighborliness, adherence to the principle of non-alignment, non-interference in domestic affairs of other countries, upholding human rights, including the rights to development, and promoting regionalism and multilateralism. Tanzania will therefore not seek to take sides in a divided world, but rather will seek to build bridges that will bring the world together. Our commitment is towards a world governed by law, not by force. Excellencies, it will be remiss of me if I do not appreciate the support rendered by your respective governments to various candidatures of Tanzania in different organizations whose elections was held in 2025. Moreover, in advancing our cultural diplomacy, Tanzania continues to champion the promotion of Kiswahili as a unifying language that connects peoples, culture, and economies across borders. A particularly historic milestone was reached last year with UNESCO's decision to recognize Kiswahili as one of the official languages of its General Conference. This decision of a profound importance, as it marks the very first time a language of African origin has been accorded such status as the organization's highest decision-making body. Thank you very much, UNESCO. In conclusion, Your Excellencies, Tanzania remains a friend for all. We are non-aligned but multi-engaged, bridging the Global West concessional support or the Global East infrastructure support. We seek sovereign pragmatism and engage in partnership that respect our autonomy while delivering mutual prosperity. The United Republic of Tanzania is focusing on its future. We seek trade, not aid, technology transfer, not technical assistance. We welcome collaboration in de-risking projects through development financing institutions, export credit, blended finance, and risk insurance. We encourage deeper private sector linkages and strong people-to-people ties through education, skills partnership, and cultural cooperation. We are building a nation that has learned from its past and focusing on its future. I urge you to look beyond the headlines of the past months and see the structural reforms we are undertaking. Our doors are open, our policy is clear, and our resolve is firm. Let us move from dialogue to delivery and from shared intent to shared impact. Let us build together for global prosperity. I end my remarks as I began by wishing you, your families, staffs, governments, organizations a happy and prosperous New Year 2026. May I now request you to join me in a toast. Let's toast for the continued peace and prosperity of the United Republic of Tanzania, for the strengthened friendship and cooperation between Tanzania and your countries and organizations, and for the continued well-being of all of us here present. Cheers.
Hii ni Dira Dunia kutoka idhaa ya Kiswahili ya BBC. Mimi ni Hamida Abubakar nikiwa hapa Nairobi, Kenya.
Na mimi ni Roncliffe Odit nikiwa Kampala, Uganda. Taarifa yetu kuu usiku huu: matayarisho yakamilika, tume ya uchaguzi ikianza kupeleka makaratasi na masanduku katika maeneo mbalimbali hapa Uganda, huku zaidi ya raia milioni 20 wakijitayarisha kupiga kura kesho katika uchaguzi mkuu.
Karibu. Baada ya kumalizika kwa kampeni za uchaguzi hapo jana, hii leo taifa la Uganda limejikita katika maandalizi ya siku ya uchaguzi hapo kesho. Vifaa vya kupigia kura na vifaa vingine vimewasilishwa katika vituo mbalimbali vya kupigia kura tayari kutumika mapema kesho asubuhi. Mawakala wa chama na wagombea wamekuwepo katika vituo kuhakikisha kila kitu ni shwari na katika hali nzuri kama inavyotakikana kisheria. Katika vituo ambavyo wanahabari wetu walivitembelea, mawakala